start off with dog named Biscuit. So go ahead and grab your blanket, grab your dog if you got a dog, grab a pillow. See, the first story, this one has a few stories, so we're just gonna read the first one. It's called Meet Biscuit. All right, so it says, can you guys see? Let's see here. Came outside today because I thought it was a pretty day today, so instead of being stuck inside. All right, ready? It says, today was a special day. Today, the little girl could bring home her new puppy. When Aunt Clara and Uncle Henry's dog had a litter of pups, Aunt Clara promised the little girl she could choose one of her own. She picked a small yellow puppy. Now, after waiting 8 long weeks for it to be old enough, the day had come at last. The little girl could hardly wait to pick a name for her new puppy. All right. The little girl carefully took her puppy out of the box. She carried him in. Aunt Clara had tucked his favorite blanket right inside. The blanket had the scent of the puppy's brothers and sisters. A familiar scent would help him get used to his new home. Oh, let's see here. Here we are, puppy, said the little girl. Welcome to your new home. Woof, woof. Here is your shiny red collar, said the little girl. It fits perfectly. Woof, woof. Is that what a dog says? Wait, little puppy, where are you going? Woof. It only took a moment for the little puppy to get busy, sniffing his new surroundings. Puppies use their noses to learn about everything around them. He quickly found his kibble and water bowl. What a funny puppy you are, said the little girl as he rolled around on the rug. The new little pup pulled and tugged at her shoelaces. He licked her cheek, but when he started to nip at her shirt, she said, "No nipping." Aunt Clara had said it might take time to teach the puppy new tricks, like sitting and fetching. Still, it was important to teach him right from wrong, right? Because you gotta have good puppies. This way, sweet puppy, said the little girl. The first thing we must do is find a name for you. Woof, woof. It was fun having the puppy follow behind her. He seemed to understand everything she said to him. Let's see, you are small and yellow, right? So here. Woof, woof. Wait a minute, said the little girl. Where are you going, silly puppy? Come back here. Woof. You found your cozy bed and your bone. You even found a box of dog biscuits. Woof, woof. I can see you are very curious, but no biscuits yet, she said. Before you do any more exploring, I think we should try to find a name for you. What do you think they're gonna name the dog? I don't know. The little girl got her chalkboard. Maybe if she wrote it down, they would find just the right name for the pup. Let's see. You are small and yellow. How about Tiny? Here, Tiny, she called. The puppy sat down and scratched his ear. No, Tiny isn't quite right. Next, the little girl wrote down Sunny. Fetch, Sunny. She rolled a small ball to her pup. No, that's not the right name either. Woof, woof. Wait, little puppy, where are you going? She asked. He's walking away. Woof, woof. You found your doll and new toys, and you found your box of dog biscuits again. He keeps getting into the biscuits. But no tugging now. The box of biscuits is too big for you. Woof, woof. The little girl gently carried the new puppy over to her chalkboard. She brought his favorite blanket and some of his toys. His fur felt so soft and warm against her cheek. See, said the little girl, you have everything a puppy could need. Everything except a name, that is. Woof, woof. Now, let's try again. What is your name going to be? First, she wrote down Fido. What does that spell? Fido? Fido might be a good name for you. Next, she wrote down Rex. What does Rex spell? Rex. I just said that. Rex spells Rex. All right. Or maybe Rex. Rex is a great name for a puppy. Woof. The puppy was too busy to sit still for long. He wanted to discover more about his new home. Uh-oh, you're off exploring again, she said. Silly puppy, how did you get that box of biscuits? Woof, woof. Oh no, called the little girl. Come back here with those biscuits. Woof, 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 woof. This dog likes to woof. As the puppy ran with the box, biscuits tumbled out here and there. You may be a small yellow puppy, but I'm afraid you are a bit mischievous too. Just look, there are dog biscuits everywhere. Look, he made a mess everywhere. Woof, woof. Wait a minute, said the little girl. Biscuits. Biscuits everywhere. Biscuit, that's it. Biscuit is the perfect name for you. You are small and yellow and a very sweet puppy I have ever met. So, where do you think he got the name? Because he kept getting into his biscuits. Hello, Biscuit. You found a name all by yourself. Woof, woof. After all that running, exploring, and chasing, Biscuit curled up in his bed with his blanket. I will always take very good care of you, sleepy puppy, whispered the little girl. She could hardly wait to take Biscuit to the pond and the park and the playground. Maybe one day she would even take Biscuit to school, but for now, she gave Biscuit a big hug and a big kiss too. He was still a very young puppy, and puppies need lots and lots of rest. Just like you guys need lots of rest, right? Naps are great. Now that he was getting used to his new home, there was just one thing left to do. It was time to call Aunt Claire and Uncle Henry. Wait until they heard her new puppy's name, Biscuit. That's a cute name. I think if I ever get a yellow dog, I'll name it Biscuit for sure. All right. Did you guys like that one? That one was really cute. My next one. This one's a favorite, I know, of a lot of you guys. So, you guys ready for Peppa? Ooh. Okay, ready? Here we go. This one is called, I can't turn the page. This one's called The Tooth Fairy. Have you guys ever lost teeth before and had to get money from the Tooth Fairy? They give you like $1? It's great. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a clever little pig named Peppa. She was very proud of her teeth. Grunt, grunt. Peppa and her brother George knew how to take care of their teeth. They brushed them every morning and every night, right? You guys got to brush your teeth at least 2 times a day, in the morning and at night. Peppa and George loved playing dentist. Peppa would pretend to be the dentist and George would be her assistant. George's toy dinosaur was the patient. What lovely, clean teeth you have, Mr. Dinosaur, Peppa smiled. Grrr, said George. One day, after playing their dentist game, Peppa and George were eating their dinner. Suddenly, something fell onto Peppa's plate. Uh-oh, what do you think that was? Clatter, clatter. It was Peppa. It made Peppa jump. What's that? She asked. Ho, ho, it's a tooth, Daddy Pig laughed. But where is it from? Asked Peppa. Where'd that tooth come from? Did it come from the ceiling? Did it come from the sky? Where'd it come from? Why don't you look in the mirror? Said Mama Pig. Peppa looked. She had a big gap in her tooth. Look it! She lost her tooth. Oh no, Peppa cried. Do we need to go see Dr. Elephant? Ho, ho, ho. No, said Mummy Pig. It's just a baby tooth. It's meant to fall out. A baby tooth? What's that? Asked Peppa. A baby tooth is a tooth that falls out when you're young, explained Mummy Pig. A new one will grow in its place. What should I do with my baby tooth? Asked Peppa. If you place it under your pillow, the tooth fairy will come. She will take your tooth and leave you a shiny new coin, said Mama Pig. Ooh. Peppa Pig's about to get some money. Okay. That evening, while Peppa watched television with her family, she kept thinking about the tooth fairy. When I grow up, I want to be a tooth fairy, said Peppa. Daddy Pig chuckled. What about you, George? Asked Daddy. Ah, there was a fly. Okay. George pointed at his dinosaur. Dinosaur, he growled. I think he wants to be a dinosaur when he grows up. That'd be cool. Want to be a dinosaur? Uh-oh. His hand is stuck. Can't skip any pages. Alright. Come on, George, shouted Peppa. We don't want to miss the tooth fairy. They both ran up the stairs to get ready for bed. What are you doing, Peppa? Asked Daddy Pig. Peppa was carefully brushing her baby tooth. I want it to be nice and clean for the tooth fairy, said Peppa. Snort, snort. I don't know how to snort. That what a pig makes? The sound of a pig makes? Peppa tucked the tooth under her pillow. Are you sure the Tooth Fairy will be able to find it? She asked. I promise, said Mummy Pig. Just you wait and see. Good night, Peppa and George. Good night, Mummy. Good night, Daddy. Time for bed. Look, she's putting her tooth underneath the pillow. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going to wait up all night for the Tooth Fairy, Peppa said. George, let's not go to sleep. George smiled and nodded. Peppa waited and waited. Snore, snore. She could hear something. Is that the Tooth Fairy? Peppa wondered. George, she whispered. Did you hear that? Can you see the Tooth Fairy? She climbed down to look at George. He was fast asleep. Look, he's sleeping. It was him making the noise. Uh-oh. Maybe the Tooth Fairy's not gonna come. What do you think? I hope the Tooth Fairy comes. All right. I am much better at staying awake than George. Peppa sighed. She settled back in her bed. After a while, her eyes started to close, and she quickly opened them again. I am going to stay awake and see the Tooth Fairy, Peppa said to herself firmly. But soon, she was asleep. It's hard to stay up all night, huh? You guys get really tired. Tinkle, tinkle. What was that? Uh-oh. What do you think? Look, look, I didn't even see. She's here. The Tooth Fairy's here. All right. Look, she got the tooth. It was the Tooth Fairy. Hello, Peppa, she whispered. Would you like a coin in exchange for your tooth? The Tooth Fairy gently took Peppa's tooth out from under the pillow and put a shiny coin in its place. What a lovely, clean tooth, the fairy said. Thank you very much. Flutter, flutter, flutter. She flew away. The next morning, Peppa found the shiny coin under her pillow. Mummy, the Tooth Fairy did come after all, she shouted, jumping up and down. Oh, I wish I had seen the Tooth Fairy, Peppa sighed. Next time, I'm definitely going to stay awake all night. And there they are, look. She has the coin in her hand, and she lost her tooth, and she's showing her parents. The end. All right, did you guys like that? Those ones are really cute. All right. So, just like Peppa, you guys are getting ready for bed soon, so you guys gotta go brush your teeth and get ready for bed. So, I will see you guys next time for story time. And from now until then, enjoy all of the rest of our videos that we're sharing. We miss you all so much. I hate being stuck at home. I just want to be back in the gym, and I want to see all your lovely faces and all those laughs. So, I will see you guys soon. I love you. Bye. Have a good night.